Hello, I'm Sir Annikus and welcome to the Second Realm, a build that I've been working on for 1.5 years now. So this will be a guided tour. I'll show you around the city. It's a walled city that I built into the side of a mountain. So all of these blocks were mined out by hand. I didn't use any bots or hacked clients. I don't even have a shulker. I haven't even been to the end. I've got no shulkers. Just enchanting, mining, and so on. Playing Minecraft the way it's supposed to be played. Here's a ruin. I thought at the end, once I finished the city, I added a couple of ruins. You can see them in the cinematic video, or you can see one of them in the cinematic video. If you haven't seen that, go to my channel and have a look. So I added the ruins just a little something extra to make it look nicer. My base of operations over the last 18 months is a little underground bunker to my left. You can't see it from this angle, and I'm not going to look that direction. So I used a template. I found a website which gives you circular templates for you to build large circles like this. And you just count out the squares and then just build a giant circle and then start building up. So I used a few of those because there are 3 big walls. And I built the walls first, then the gates, and then I started from the top of the city and worked my way down. So let's go inside. Oh, here are my banners. That's the banner of Sir Annikus. And that's the banner of the Second Realm. So let's take a look inside, shall we? So this is the courtyard. As you come through the gate, there's a building here which has a guest book in it. If you ever visit the Second Realm, please go ahead and sign that guest book. Cathedral. I think this was the first building I made. I actually started from the top and worked my way down, but I did build this first and then I went to the top. And this fountain. For a while I wasn't sure what to put in the courtyard, and I eventually decided upon this fountain, which I think was the right choice. Let's go and have a look at this guest book. Okay, when you come in, there he is, Slimy. You'll be greeted by Slimy. Let's have a look at him. There he is. Please don't kill Slimy. He was rescued from the mines. So, let's open up my... There we go. Welcome by Sir Annikus. I'm not going to read it on the video. You can read that if you ever find the Second Realm. But here's the guest book. Nobody's signed it yet. No one's visited, as far as I know. Please add your name. Back in there. E-chest. Okay, so there's a little guest. Well, a little visitor's house. Okay, bye-bye, Slimy. Okay, we're back onto the world download again. The reason for this is so I don't have to deal with mobs every 5 minutes. And I can control the weather, and most important, I get good render distance. On the server, I think it's limited to 9 chunks. Not quite sure about that. So here's the cathedral. I'd say it's probably one of the nicest looking buildings in this city. Let's have a look inside. Shaders do their thing. There we go. We can go up here. We can praise Phantom Captain and we can praise Fit MC. Here's the town hall. There's nothing inside. I just thought I'd add a nice hall here where people can gather and have meetings about the second realm, decide upon what's going to happen. Here we are. Dome roof. There are a few of these around the city. And we'll go into the Hall of the Kings. I added this very near the end of the build. Pretty much at the end, actually. It was almost an afterthought. There was nothing here, and I thought there ought to be something underneath the city, so I decided to build this, and I'm glad I did. There we go. Spent a while trying to decide what I should put on the walls. I ended up making these carvings of various kings of old. There we go. Here is Sir Annikus sitting on his throne. Those of you from the UK might recognize this emblem. Pillars of democracy, even though this is a kingdom. I am the king, of course. We don't have a democracy here. And something for the girls. A nice unicorn. Let's fly up and have a look. There we go. So building this was very tricky. I went onto the world download, built it in creative, and then took pictures. So I would replace blocks with pink wool so they're easier to see. So mixtures of pink wool, yellow wool, and then take a picture and then go back onto the server and then count out the blocks and put them in one by one. Very tricky, but I got there in the end. Some fire pots to light the place up, give it some atmosphere. Hall of Kings. It's not the most beautiful hall I've ever built, I don't think, but like I said, it was something I just added at the end, and I didn't want to go crazy on the details, so I just used cobblestone, andesite, stone brick. Oh, and I mob proofed it, almost. I put down half slabs on the floor to stop mobs spawning in here because it is very dark. Okay. So you can come here and pay tribute. Now let's go into the city. We'll go this way first. There's a little, behind the cathedral, there's a borough of sorts, a little hamlet, I should say. I wasn't sure what kind of glass I should put in here. I was torn between black stained glass and just clear glass. I went with black. I thought it looked nicer. So the houses, I have no idea how many houses I built, but they're all fully furbished. There are no empty boxes. If you go inside, there's coal in the furnaces. There's food in the chests, and upstairs there are bedrooms and living rooms. They're all decorated. You'll find gold inside every single chest upstairs, as far as I'm aware, unless I missed a few. Pretty sure they're all full. Here's the lawn behind the cathedral. I mixed green wool and grass blocks to stop anyone from using block textures to find where I am. If you're building on an Annikus server, you have to be very careful. I may have made some mistakes and people may find this eventually, but like I said, that's part of the game. So as you can see, they're all decorated. Every house is unique. There are no copied houses. They're all different. So we go through here. There's a little bridge over a stream. So the water comes down from the mountain. You can't see from here. Oh yes, I built a mountain. I forgot about that. There we go. That took a while. So The stream comes down here and it goes out a drain outside the wall. Over this little bridge. Ooh, there's a chest there. I wonder what's inside. If you ever find the second realm, have a look. Here's a custom tree. And the street just goes to the end there. Up to the mountain. More houses. You'll notice as we go through the city that the style of the houses changes. I started at the top, I think I mentioned. I started building from the top down. So the houses at the top tend to be, well, there's quite different from down here. The style changed over the months. And also the houses further up are a little bit bigger. I guess you could say they're for the richer class. The lords and so forth live up in the higher levels. Okay. Sorry about the diorite. I could have used quartz, but that would have taken, I have no idea how long, maybe 5 years to build this place. Mining out all that quartz from the nether would have taken forever. So I decided on diorite. I know it's not the most popular block in Minecraft, but with the shaders turned on, it doesn't look too bad. If you haven't got shaders, I highly recommend it. It just changes the game completely. It's much more beautiful, as you can tell. So this way is towards the first gate. There's a sheep. Let's see. There's a Jeb sheep here somewhere. Mind you, this is the world download. I'm not sure if he's actually here. But there is a Jeb sheep somewhere. And a little piggy. There are a few animals here and there in people's gardens. There are back gardens to these houses. It's a small one. At the beginning, I wasn't planning on adding so much detail. I just thought I'd build this giant walled city and then that would be that. But things got a little crazy and I ended up adding a ton of detail everywhere. Flower pots, hanging vines, every house is furbished like I said. You can go in, all decorated uniquely. Little sign here, to the second gate. So we've been through the first gate, now we need to go up to the second gate. Here's a clock tower, let's quickly fly up and have a look at that. It's always 6 o'clock in the second realm. We get another look at the mountain. There we are. There's a little piggy wiggy. Right, we head up these stairs to the second gate. And the second gate house. Once again, my banners are on the front. Get a nice view over the lower level from up here. The rooftops. All of this was built on the survival Annikus server. None of this was added in creative mode. It was all built on survival Anarchy. I will take screenshots later on and share them on the Reddit page. I haven't mentioned which server it is and I'm not going to. Okay, let's go in and have a look. And here we are. So when we come up the stairs through the gate, we get to this little courtyard. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 guest houses or bed and breakfasts, inns, taverns and inns. We have a little water fountain here. Let's have a look. We have the Enderman's B&B, Traveller's Welcome. So a little bit of a tavern here. You go upstairs, there are rooms. They're not very beautiful, but very basic. There we go. And they're all similar to this. This is the largest one. What have we got here? The Angry Creeper, Tavern and Inn. Oh, it's dark. You can have a drink. Welcome to the Angry Creeper Tavern and Inn. 2 gold nuggets per night. Happy hour. And we've got the baby zombie. That's another one. So this is one of my favorite places in the second realm. It adds some depth to the build. We have some builds going into the walls themselves. We've got the stairs here towards the second level. And the first thing you come to on the right is a market or a bazaar. King's Bazaar and the Old Quarter. So there are various stalls here selling fish, fruit and vegetables, meat, flowers, baked goods, silk, banners, goldsmith is full of jewels, paintings, and oh sorry, that's the goldsmith, that's the jewelers there. We go across here. There are rooms upstairs in here, people's apartments. And this is the bridge that went over the stairs we came up. That goes to the College of Architecture and Engineering. That's in there. And this leads out onto the wall here. And the second gatehouse. A quick look on. There we go. Nothing special. So my building style improved as I went along over the months. That was the first large building that I made, I think. Well, sorry, the first gatehouse I made. And I used these glass windows and I didn't really like it. Changed my style as I went along. Let's go back through here. Okay. Oops. We have a little balcony here. So there's the College of Architecture, a custom tree. Let's go back inside here. Let's have a look in there, shall we? So this is where people go to learn how to build. School of Architecture and Engineering. We have another vaulted ceiling. There are many of these. Which way? Let's see. Oh yes, so we go along the corridor here. That leads across the bridge again. Materials testing room. Okay, not much in there. A workshop. Oops. That goes upstairs. What's this? An empty closet. Yes, okay. Right. We go upstairs. Oh, this leads up to the attic, I believe. Yeah, that's right. Here we are. And that's to climb up into... There's another clock tower in this building. Yeah, that goes up to the clock tower upstairs. Not the ladder, sorry. Right down. So again, every building, every house is fully furnished. There are no empty boxes in the second realm. So these houses are a bit bigger than the ones in the lower level. This one here is might be one of the biggest ones here. It's very nice inside. Let's have a look inside. So I'll do a tour of one of these houses. This is one of the bigger ones, but you'll get an idea of what's inside. What's this? Oh yes, his rule shall last the ages, of course. So we have the kitchen here. There's food in all the chests in all the houses, coal in the furnaces. Go upstairs to a living room, room, study, and a little bedroom here. And another study. Bedroom. Lord of the Five Realms. Yes. And the roof garden. This is what I wanted to show you. Most of the houses in the second realm have roof gardens on them. I have a little table and chair here. You can sit down and relax. The roof to the great library. Okay. Let's go back down. And this is, well, let's have a look at the sign. The Great Library of the Second Realm. Let's have a look inside, shall we? Let the shaders do their thing. Change the light. There we go. There's a way up. You can go up into these little balconies and get the books up there. Another dome ceiling. Let's fly up and have a look. There we go. Beautiful. I did go to the Nether and get some quartz to build these pillars and whatnot. Hopefully it won't be found. Alright, there we go. This is the Garrison of the City Guard, 2nd level. So these are where the soldiers live. We have a kitchen here and a mess hall. A little bit of a mess hall. And there are rooms, and barracks, and downstairs. This is where we keep griefers. We put them in here. There we go. The dungeon. Okay. That takes us out onto the wall again. There's a school up ahead. Here we are. School. More custom tree. And this is taking us to the flower market. This is where everyone in the second realm buys all their flowers for their houses. You'll notice there are a lot of flowers in this build. Go up the mountain. Now we go up here. This takes us up to the 3rd gatehouse and the 3rd level. Once again, my banners. You notice the gates are all shut. It takes a while to open them, so I just put these doors in here. Makes life easier. And after climbing all those stairs, you're probably thirsty. You can have a drink here at the fountain. King's Road. This takes us up to this wall. I'm not going to look down onto the terrain, the natural terrain. I don't want anyone finding where I am. And here is the Hall of Records. There we go. Another dome ceiling. There are lots of offices in here. Covered. There are 3 floors. Let's go upstairs. there is an attic. And there's a particular way to get up to the attic. Let's go up to the 3rd floor. There we are. I won't tell you exactly how to get up there, but I'll give you a clue. You go in this room, and there's a sign here which tells you, or gives you a clue on how to get up to the attic. And there's some loot up there in the chests. Let's see if we pop up here, you can see the attic is up there. Let's go back down. There's another water fountain. 2, King's Gate, Forum Square, and the Palace. And we're almost at the end. So here's another garrison. The gate is closed to the garrison, or the door. There is a way to open it. It's a redstone door, but it can only be opened from the inside. But there is another way in. Here's a portcullis. So this leads up to the stairs. The portcullis has a mechanism, doesn't actually work, but it does have a mechanism. Now this is the way to get in there, to get up into there. So this takes us to the 2nd garrison, or was it the 3rd? I can't remember now. Again, we've got a mess hall and some beds upstairs. And murder holes, so we can shoot arrows down onto our enemies. And that takes us down to here. This is how you open the gate. There we go. That's about the limit of my redstone abilities as a redstone door. I've never really built anything out of redstone. That takes us up to the mechanism, yeah, for the portcullis. There we go. And that looks out onto... Oh, you can see into the attic there. There are chests inside the attic with loot. I don't remember exactly what I put in there. It was about a year ago I built that, I think. I can't remember now. It was a long time ago. I haven't been in there for a while. Right, so this leads... Well, let's go all the way through first to the other side. That leads to Forum Square. That leads up to the castle, as does this one. For this gate, and we get to Forum Square. Here we are. We have a little enclosure here where you can sit down, relax, talk privately about Second Realm matters. You can go in here. Let's go upstairs, shall we? This is just a sort of meeting place. So we'll go up to the top floor. There's a bit of a roof garden upstairs. Can I go to the right? Yes, here we are. So we have some places to enchant. Sit down, relax. We should get a nice view from up here. Let's have a look. Maybe not. Over the mountain. Okay. Oh, and that's my palace. That's Sir Annikus, the palace of Sir Annikus. And that goes up to the attic and the towers. You can go into the towers. We come out this way and we get to Fit Fan Club for Men Bathhouse. There we go. Let's have a quick fly up and have a look at this. So That's Forum Square, and that's the Fit Fan Club for Men. Let's have a look inside, shall we? Nothing suspicious going on here. Here are the baths. Okay. I never got round to making a Fit Fan Club for girls. Up here, there's a bit of a... Is it here? Yeah, a cafe area. You can sit down and enjoy your drink. Ooh, going the wrong way. Now let's go up to the top. Okay, where am I? I do get lost even in my own build. This way. Oh, that leads to a monument. I haven't dedicated the monument to anyone. It's just a monument. There we go. Let's go back this way. Right. King's Staircase. There are a lot of stairs to go up. Here we go. So this takes us up to the final level. To the King's Palace. And here we are. Let's have a quick look at the gardens first. Another fountain. I'll go into my throne room. Let the shaders do their thing, just the lighting. Hopefully that's a bit brighter for you. Sorry if it's too dark. I sit here. I am Sir Annikus, Lord of the Five Realms. Hee. Go up to my room. Oh yes, here we are. So this is my own library in my bedroom, and it leads out onto this lookout patio. I've turned the render distance down. I don't really want to turn it up. I don't want to see the terrain around the build. Okay. And there's the top of the mountain. We're almost at the height limit. The top of the mountain is just a couple of blocks below the height limit, so there's room to spare. Let's go out this way. We can look over the throne room. And there are stairs that lead down, back down to the throne room. Let's go up into the tower, shall we? We'll get a nice view from up there. See if we can increase the render distance without giving anything away. So this leads up to a guard's room, and then we go up into the tower, and we can go up again. Okay, here we are. It's to the highest towers, just over the King's Palace. Now I wouldn't look down to my left here because there is some stone. There are some stone areas that I don't want to look at. Okay, let's fly down to the garden. I added the roses. Once I finished the palace, after a few weeks, I thought the gardens looked a bit bare, so I added the roses and it certainly improved it. So there we are, there's the King's Palace. Let's fly around here. Oh yes, I forgot about that. The King's Dining Hall. Let's go in and have a look, shall we? Right. The shaders do their thing, adjust the lighting. Alright. So this is the King's Dining Hall. Okay. Now the seats with my emblem. The king eats a lot of cake. There we go. And another vaulted ceiling. And the royal kitchens. Okay, so let's finish this video up. That's that. If you have any questions, you can ask me on the Reddit page. I've turned off comments on my YouTube videos because I do play on Annikus servers and I want to keep everything decent. So there we are, the second realm. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.